What a lovely start to the video. Got some live music involved. Currently walking to get some beer. I actually passed the place, but I want to make an intro because I forgot to do that. But I'm replacing a clutch to my Yamaha vstar 1100. It's a 2007 and it's considered the custom model. Anyways, I burned the clutch riding through some sand, got stranded in the desert somewhere down south, almost in Mexico. And yeah, so I gotta fix that. The side effects, oil smells like shit, and then when you go to rev, basically just spinning in butter, nothing's happening, or you might have a little bit of speed. If you get momentum, you can maybe keep coasting a little bit, but absolutely no power. So pushed my bike and coasted down some hills and whatever to a town. I'm renting some tools and ordered a part. Once it all came in, and then I put it together, and I tried to make a quick video for you guys so you can see how I did that and the tools I use, etc. So let's just get into it then. Okay, so I just realized that these are not supposed to be bolts. They're supposed to be nuts and studs. Uh-oh. Oh well, I guess they're bolts now. They both came out like that. It's supposed to hold this on the exhaust. Alright, so took that off. Now I'm gonna take this guy off so that I can slip this muffler off and then probably pull this out or just push it down or something. There's usually a thing here, but there's not on my bike, so it's just holding on with that. There's also usually another screw on behind down that way, but I don't have that either because it fell off, so we're chilling. Just one more screw and then it's coming off. Number six, Allen key, put it in there, and I got this is gonna be for a pry bar so I can crack it, and it's gonna take a while. Alright, so that comes off. There's supposed to be another bolt here, but I don't have it, so I just slid these right off. And it's all one piece, and then that slides off these, and then this is loose, so I can either tuck it somewhere, work like that, or I can take it right off, but I'm gonna leave it like that. Alright, all of these guys, you're gonna take off this plate here. All of the ones on the edge are gonna be number, what is that, 5? Number 5, Allen key. Wrench, whatever you want to call it. I took off the case, the cover, put it right there. The gasket's still on it. Probably gonna change it up because I have a new one. And then just be careful because some sand fell on here when I took it off. I hardly spilled any oil out of the crankcase. That's actually all that came out. So I guess it's sitting on the other side of the bike because it's still leaning over. So that's a cool thing to know. Now I'm going to take off all these guys and then pull the plates out and put new ones in. Close it back up. That'll be it. And I might do an oil change just since I have it open. I mean, I probably should. It smells like shit. Yeah. Okay, so I don't know why there's a little 9 or a 6 on these bolts, but it's 10 mil. And I wonder, I don't know how tight they are. But fine. Oh, that's not tight there. Not tight at all. Yeah, it's not tight at all. It's just hand tightened again. Less than the case. Alright, that was easy. I'll put it with my other little stack of bolts. I took them out in order. I took them out like that, and then I laid them out like that, so it'll be easier for me to find. I started with this one. So this comes out. put that there. And then this shit will all come out. They're all individual plates, so I'm just gonna use both hands and pull them all off one by one. But I'm not gonna move them from their position, so that I know how to put them back in. These guys are out. Kept them in the right orientation. I'm gonna pull out the new ones. These have already been soaking in oil. And I got a new gasket here that I'm gonna replace in there next. So I'm just gonna pull these out, sort them out, and then put them back in there. Okay. Alright, in my kit, so I sorted them all out. There's a total of 15 altogether, counting bolts. Anyways, I'm gonna put these in one at a time. And so, right here, see how this one they all have like grooves right here? Except this one's got a slot. You're gonna put it in with these. See, that one's the only one with the 3 little tips on it or whatever. You're gonna put it like that. One sec. Like that, something like that. Why won't it fit? Oh. Hold on there, bud. What the fuck's going on here? Is that the right size now? Very much hope so. Oh yeah, it's a tight fit. Okay, so it's supposed to fit like that. I thought it was too small or too big for a second. Woo! Yeah, it fits nicely once you push it in a bit more. Okay, cool. So now I do one back and forth like so. And this guy, one side's gonna be rounded. You won't be able to cut yourself if you rub your fingers over this side, except this side's a little bit sharper. It's not as fun. The round side's gonna go in. So just wipe that off. Okay. And then the round side goes in towards the bike, like that, and then back and forth. Okay, so they're all in there, all the new guys, all those tops are in the same place. So now I got this guy. Be careful, this is a washer of some sort, or actually it might even be, no, it's a washer of some sort. I was gonna say it was a gasket, but no, it's a washer. That goes in like that. Nice. Okay, so I went back in my footage and this little emblem here was in that orientation when I took it apart, and instead of like it was up here a second ago, I may as well just put it back the same exact way in case this was balanced with the rest of the motor, like so that it doesn't wiggle and stuff. So I'm going to do that, and now put this plate back on there, something like that. So I don't think it matters how it goes. And then that guy on there, and I'm going to tighten that up, and then I'm going to drain the rest of this oil, and then put it back together, and then fill it back up with better oil. And also this right here, if you're wondering, that's a relocation for the oil filter. Not all same bikes have these. I think this was aftermarket. I didn't do that. Anyways, yeah, that's where I'm at. Okay, so I'm taking my knife now. I peeled off the gasket as much as I could by hand. There's pieces there. And I'm just gonna go scrape this off. I gotta be real careful to keep this flat. I've done it before with another knife, and it obviously wasn't perfect, but it ended up working. So I'm sure I can do it again. Make sure it's nice and flat, and then I'll put that thing on there, close it up, and then we'll be good. I drained a good amount of oil out of there. It's maybe not all of it, but it'll be enough to clean it out and then get me on my way. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So I peeled off all the old gasket from the edge, and then I used the knife, scraped a little bit. It's all nice and smooth. I'm gonna clean it off nicely as much as I can. I don't have a degreaser. I'll have to think about that. Maybe I have something, but That'll do. I think I'll just, yeah, I'll just wipe it real good. Looks like it's getting a little darker, but progress is still coming. Luckily, it looks like it's gonna fit, so that's good. Sweet. It's just holding it in place right now. It's not completely pushed in, but we got the gasket in there, that green part, and then the cover, and then I had to put this in before I like fully push it on, so that I could get that to like go in perfectly like perpendicular. So now put it in the right place, give it a good smack on there. Now it's just set, ready for the bolts again. I may as well show that I'm putting some what you call it, Loctite on these bolts. Just a little drop, and then slap it back in there. And I'm gonna tighten all these guys up, kind of star pattern. And figured I'd show what I'm gonna do to torque these down. I don't have a torque wrench, but last time I did it, I found out, and the same with like when you take it out, you just notice how tight they're in there, and then you try to like replicate that. So last time I did it, it was about like a hand or so tight, so I'm gonna put down a good amount of pressure till it bounces or so, something like that. A little bit more, yeah. And I'm just gonna do all of them. Alrighty, so that's all on, torqued up to what I think is right. Now I'm gonna move this thing back into place. So I put some oil in there, made a little funnel, made it a little bit easier. That funnel just didn't fit, so yeah, put some oil in, check in the gauge, the sight gauge. So you gotta, I'm like holding up the bike, had some books to hold it up to, but it's not perfectly level, or like on its tipping point, I guess. Yeah, it could use some more oil. All right, bike's put back together. She runs mint. Took first spin, much better than it was. I mean, I was like at a complete halt earlier, so this is good. This is good. I rented tools from AutoZone right there, across the street from this lovely motel that I found. So that's cool as well. I'm gonna go find some beer now. So thanks for watching, and yeah, this was an interesting little stop here. I'm midway, well, no, I'm pretty much towards the end of my little trip. I've been riding for almost 2 months now, camping on the back of, well, camping on the ground and in a hammock on the bike. So made it down to somewhere. I'm almost in Mexico, but I'm not gonna make it that far. I'm gonna go back upwards, going to Vegas tomorrow. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, I started in northern Alberta, made my way down the coast mostly, and then find myself in the desert with a burnt clutch, and fixed it up. Now we're ready to roll. Thanks for watching, guys.